What is up, Aries? Welcome or welcome back to the channel. This is going to be an Aries reading for all Aries placements for the month of January, but whenever this video comes across your feed, whenever you decide to click on it, is whenever you are meant to hear this video. Let's take a deep breath together. Inhale. And exhale. Alright, I'm going to start with the channel messages that I got for you, pre-channeled, and then we'll dive into the cards. I will put a timestamp in the description box and or in the pinned comment down below, one or the other or both, if you'd like to skip ahead to the cards and skip the channel messages. First thing I was hearing for Aries is questions, a lot of questions. I'm actually being told to work my way backwards, so that could be a message. You need to work backwards to solve something, or you need to work your way backwards. Okay, so we'll start with all of the signs I was getting for Aries. There's not a lot, but Frank Ocean, you could be listening to Frank Ocean right now, or you may really like Frank Ocean, or someone's name could be Frank. I also got Jade, either the crystal Jade or the name Jade, Matt, Will, and then the numbers 333, 19, 64, 17, and then I got the colors pink and green. You could be wearing pink or green today, or those colors will look really good on you, or you need to work with those colors in the month of January. It'll resonate differently to all of you. I also wrote down stick to the script. There's something about sticking to a script, not changing the words, or not adding the words. Something about that. I'm hearing stick to the script. Don't go off book. Okay. And then I also wrote down people might be acting different now that you're back. One of the messages I got for you was back to work, or just back to something. We'll talk about that in a second, but people are acting different now that you're back, or people are just acting different around you. Like you wake up one day and everyone just starts acting different. You may be stepping into your dream reality this month, and you're realizing that like some of the people around you are not meant to be a part of that dream reality, and that could be a little sad, or that could just be a little overwhelming, or that could be good for some of you where you're like, okay, yeah, I knew it. I wasn't meant to be here. I'm not meant to stay here, or something like that. But I was just getting that people might be acting differently around you than normal this week or this month. And then I wrote down back to working on music, art, actual work, school, an idea or concept that was significant to you. This is like the month or the week, whenever you're listening to this, that you get back to work on something, or that you feel the energy of like getting back to work on something. But I was just getting that you're back to work. You may be back to working with a Virgo, or you may be back to working on something with the Virgo. I was getting a lot of Virgo energy when I was pre-channeling for you, and that was a message I got for one of my Virgo readings a couple days ago, was back to work. I was also getting that there's going to be a professor, teacher, doctor, or someone wise who is looking out for you and going to give you some important information or wisdom. And I was hearing excellent advice. You're going to receive excellent advice or an excellent idea. And I also wrote down that you may not feel like doing something this week. Do it anyway. Especially if it has to do with something like social media or school or work. You may not feel like doing this week, but do it anyway. There's a good outcome. There's a really positive outcome, is what I was getting. I also heard you are the light, you don't need a light, or you are the light, you don't need the light. Like, you don't need someone to tell you how to do something. You don't need someone to tell you how to be, how to stand, how to look, how to smile, how to breathe. You don't need someone to do that. You are the light. I was just getting that someone thinks they're smarter than you, or somebody thinks they know more about something than you do, but you don't need them, or you don't need their advice, or you don't need that light. This could also be something specific, like physically in your 3D world. Like you don't need Photoshop, you don't need Facetune, retouch, or filter. You don't need any of those things. That's what makes you stand out. That you don't use those things, or you don't need those things. Don't feel pressured into using those things. Photoshop, Facetune, retouch, filters, etc. You don't need them. Your skin is beautiful on its own, or your hair is beautiful the way that it is, or your body is perfect the way that it is. You are the light. You don't need the light. You're like you're Aries, right? The first sign of the zodiac. So you're supposed to come first, head first. I'm getting that someone doesn't like that. Someone doesn't like that you don't have as much experience, or that you always have to be the first one to do something or the first one to have something here. You could be younger and that pisses them off, but it's like, that's just how it is. You're Aries. You are the light. You don't need the light. I'm also getting something about you don't need the paper or you don't need the certificate. You don't need it. Okay. I was also getting something about horoscope BS or horoscope fiasco. You may have some kind of like astrology app on your phone or horoscope app on your phone, or you're just going to open up Instagram, TikTok, etc., and there's going to be a bad horoscope for Aries specifically, or just a bad horoscope that you hear that's telling you it's going to be a bad week or that it's going to be a bad outcome or something bad is going to happen, and you're like, no, it's not. I'm getting that some of you don't even believe in horoscopes, or someone doesn't even believe in horoscopes or astrology, and you're like, that's not how this works. That's not how it works. There's something about you where you're just like too intelligent that they can't pull one over on you or something like that, because I was getting that someone's trying to use like a horoscope or an app or something like that to manipulate the way that people are thinking or that people are feeling, and you're like, no, I'm not going to have a bad week. No, I'm not going to have a bad day. No, nothing bad is going to happen. And you're right. I also wrote down less is more. Don't give too many details. This goes along with people asking questions, because I'm getting that people are going to be asking you a lot of questions this week. When I first started tapping into your energy, I just kept hearing a lot of questions. A lot of like, where were you? When did that happen? Why did that happen? Why were you late? Things like that. Just a lot of questions. And your answers are supposed to be like short or very simple. I was hearing less is more. Don't give away too many details. For example, if someone's like, why were you late? My alarm didn't go off. But I'm here now, you know? You're in class, you're at work, you're wherever you need to be. My alarm didn't go off. That's all they need to know. My car broke down, etc. Just keep it very like simple. Don't give them the whole story. There may be a whole story to where you were, why you were late, why something happened, but they don't need to know that. That's what I'm hearing. Less is more. Okay, so those are all of your channel messages. Let's dive into the cards now. I'm hearing someone's been mad. You've been mad at someone, or someone's been mad at you. We're getting over that this month. I'm getting not a lot of people will do this for you. Not a lot of people read for you, Aries, or not a lot of people help you. But that's changing, because you are the light. So if you just are yourself, there will be people who are naturally drawn to you or something like that. Wow, your first card is blank. This is the only blank card in the entire deck. So there's something about starting over or having a fresh start or going into something blind. I'm hearing don't fear the unknown. You may not feel like doing something, but do it anyway. And I'm also getting like memory loss or something like that. Or these people are acting different. You're like trying to figure out why someone's acting different or why this group of people are acting different. And you're in your desired reality now. These people aren't aligned to it anymore, or they aren't aligned to your actual desired reality, but now you're walking in it, now you're in it each and every day. It may not seem like things have changed, but things are changing on a little scale. That's what I'm getting. Like people are just acting different, or you're starting to notice things that are a little different. Nothing has really changed, but something little is changing, if that makes sense. I was also getting that somebody wants to take it to the next level with you, or somebody wants to go deeper with you. Somebody wants to get to know you on a deeper level. This could be that Virgo that I was channeling, or it could be anybody. But I was getting something about deeper, and I want to take things to the next level with you. There's like a blank space here. I'm hearing that song from Taylor Swift. I got a blank space, baby, and I'll write your name. Somebody may be writing your name down for something. You could be signing something this month. Maybe you're signing a year lease, or you're signing something yearly. Maybe there's something you have to sign yearly. I was getting something about going to a doctor. Maybe you're having like an annual checkup or like a dentist appointment or something like that, and you have to sign something. I was smelling something really clean. Like something is very clean. It smells like a medical office or like medical supplies or something like that. Maybe this is where you're getting your fresh start in the hospital or in the medical field. Okay. All the messages that I say are just general though, so remember, only take what resonates for you. I just channel a bunch of messages. You're doing something right if they're pissed. Sorry for the bad handwriting. I wrote this a long time ago, and I just kind of like scribbled them down. But You are doing something right if they're pissed. I think that's pretty self-explanatory, but I was getting that someone is mad or someone has been mad or something like that. Well, you're doing something right if they're pissed. That's the message. You're Aries. It wouldn't be you if you're not pissing someone off, is what I just heard. It's just by being yourself, too, which I feel like is all you need to be doing right now, is like being yourself. You're doing something right if they're pissed. You know why they're pissed? Because of what? Because of your talent or something like that, or because of who you are, because of how young you are. It's because of something they can't control. This is something I got in the Virgo reading too. You can't control their anger. You can control how you react to it. You're doing something right if they're pissed. You're back to working on music. They're pissed because they can't be doing that. You're back to working on that book or that art because you have enough money saved, because you have enough energy saved, because you have the time to do it. I don't know. It doesn't matter. You're back to doing something that you love to do, or you're back to doing something because you're inspired again. And they don't feel that. Someone feels like they should be right next to you, like they're attached to you. Whatever Aries is doing, I'm doing too. I don't know is what I'm getting. And they're pissed because you're right, or they're pissed because something's happening for you, your desired reality, your dream reality. I'm hearing wake up. Wake up quick. That's what I'm hearing, wake up. Okay. No one can see the world the way that you do. Only you have your point of view. All right. That's true. No one can see the world the way that you do, Aries. We're seeing I radiate beauty effortlessly. And don't be ashamed. Are you really dealing with a Virgo? Or you're talking to a Virgo this week or this month, or you're meeting a Virgo or something like that. This could be a family member, a friend, a boss, somebody who was born in September is what I'm getting. Because we talked about almost all of this in the Virgo reading too. So go listen to the Virgo reading also if you feel called to it. But don't be ashamed of who you are, of what you're doing, of what you're working on. Don't be ashamed of yourself. Don't be ashamed, period. And then I radiate beauty effortlessly. Yeah. You do radiate beauty effortlessly. You radiate Aries energy effortlessly because you are who you say you are, or something like that. I'm hearing you've been telling them. You've been telling them you were the one who's gonna make it. You've been telling them you were the first millionaire, billionaire, trillionaire, gagillionaire in your family. You've been telling them that you have this passion for music. You've been telling them that you have these great ideas. You've been telling them. Yeah. And now you're not gonna tell them anymore. Less is more. Knight of Swords. There could be a Gemini who I'm like channeling who's like pissed, or this Gemini who just wants to know what you know or wants to know what you're doing. Okay. What's the overall energy for Aries for January, or for whenever they're listening to this? The overall energy. Oh, we have 2. This is really good for you. The King of Pentacles and the Emperor. I do see financial improvements, or like a raise, or a promotion. But like I said, back to work. Back to work and better. The work is better. The results are better. The outcome is better. Better than you've ever seen, or better than you ever expected. Because you're the Emperor, because you're Aries, because you're you. Something's just requiring you to be you. Yeah, the 10 of Pentacles, and you're going to be very lucrative, very successful, and the Ace of Cups, and you're going to love it. I'm seeing that you love doing what you're doing, or you love being back to work. You love being the boss. It's what you're meant to do. You're meant to be the boss, or a boss, or in charge, or something like that. You're meant to make the rules, or you get to make the rules this month, or something like that. Somebody is trusting your decision making, or the universe is trusting your decision making. You may not feel like doing it, but do it anyway. Somebody is looking to promote you, or somebody's looking to like poach you, or something like that. Somebody's looking to sponsor you. Somebody's looking to give you that missing piece here. It could be a Virgo or something like that. I'm getting that somebody wants to like baby you. Somebody wants to like take care of you, to treat you. They're like, no, Aries, just sit down. We'll take care of it for you. No, Aries, just sit there. We'll go get that for you. Something like that. Somebody recognizes your brand, your talent, your worth. This could be a group of people. This could be an organization. This could be a specific person here. Okay. I'm hearing don't walk away just yet, or don't walk away now. It's not over. 3 of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, it's not over. And it's not going to hurt that much, or it's not going to hurt anymore. The Star. You may have a doctor's appointment. It's not going to hurt, or it's going to be over quickly. The Star card here. You may be dealing with a physician, a doctor, a dentist, an influencer, a celebrity, or this could be you. But I'm getting like you're going to see somebody about what's going on with you, or you're going to see somebody here, and it's all okay. Or they make you feel better about what you're going through, or they make you feel better about something. The Star talks about healing. This promotion may make you feel better. This raise might make you feel better. I don't know. But there's something about like you didn't want to go, and it's better than you expect. Or you didn't want to do it, and it ends up being really good. For some of you, I was getting something about like posting on social media. You didn't want to do it, and then you do it this month, or you do it this week, and you blow up. You go viral. Something you post goes viral. Something you sell goes viral. I don't know. Your music goes viral. And you were so close to giving up too. And it all changes this month, is what I'm hearing. You're back to work. You're inspired again. You're back to doing that thing. I think it's all because of like what that one video does for you, or what that one thing does for you, or what that one person says to you. But the Star talks about inspiration. You don't need the light. You are the light. That's confirmation as well with the Star here. You don't need someone to tell you how to do it. You don't need someone to give you the instructions, the ingredients, the recipe, the script, whatever. You know it already. Stick to the script though. They wrote it a specific way, or they wrote it that way for a reason, or something like that. This doesn't actually have to be like a movie script, but the Star is here, or like a TV script, or like a play script, or script in general. But stick to the script, the mental script, the script that you wrote, or stick to the script. I'm getting that you're like talking yourself in the mirror, telling yourself what you're going to say before you go to this job interview, before you go to school, before you go to work, before you step out into the world. You're just like telling yourself what you're going to say, what the answer is, because you know these questions are coming. Stick to the script. You may have to tell yourself that. Stick to the script when they ask you these questions, because they're going to ask you these questions. Where have you been? Why did you leave? Why were you late? Why aren't you doing that anymore? Why is this happening? Why is that? Where was this? When was that? Stick to the script. Okay. Anything else? I kind of feel done with these cards. I'm getting that could be a message too. You'll know when it's done, or it'll be over shortly, or it'll be over soon. That's a message. It'll be over soon. If you're feeling any pain or sadness, it'll be over soon, Aries. Or you're feeling any like lethargy. Is that the word? Lethargy? If you're feeling lethargic, bored, discontent, unmotivated, uninspired, that will all change. Last card, please, for Aries. It'll be over soon. Forgiveness. Okay. The number 19 could be significant, or 18. But that is what I have for you, Aries. I hope that it helped. Sending you love always. Take care of your beautiful self. Stay hydrated, and I will catch you in the next one.